Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll be starting very soon. But if you are here already, you can just, type something in the live chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Confirm if you can hear me in the live chat. Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's just wait a few more minutes for some people to join and then we'll start. So we have some information to pass today, and one of them is the results. After your result, we're going to tell you what next, and then after that, we move on. So before I continue, can anyone tell me like the part they enjoyed the most, either during your project or during the scholarship program so far? Type it in the chat box, or even if you have any question concerning anything at all, type it in the chat box and I'll answer it. Or if you have something to say about maybe a part that you enjoyed, let me know. Okay, no one is asking anything yet. I want to assume like there's no problem with everything that you have learned during the scholarship program so far. And I also want to assume that during your research process, you didn't encounter any problem. So, well, if you did, then now is the time to let me know before we start officially. Okay. Someone said, I enjoyed every part. It was hectic and fun at the same time. Yeah, yeah, that's how the research process normally is. For research, it's normally the I won't say most difficult, but it's normally the tricky parts of the process. But once you get it right, then every other thing, like you've gotten like 80% of the process right. So that's why it's normally tricky sometimes. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun too because you get to learn a lot of stuff that you probably don't even know before and that you might even apply to your personal life. So yeah, you're right. Another person said the SM copywriting part was the highlight for me. Okay, I want to assume you mean the social media copywriting part was the highlight. Okay, nice, nice, nice. And I hope you are practicing. Of course, that's one of the things we will discuss today too. It's part of your next project. So you are going to put it into practice. So then the scholarship has been revelatory, eye-opening. Copywriting was fire. What more can I say? Okay, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Every part of the training worth craving for. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. And then the research was tasking and revealed areas to improve going forward. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Research is, like I said before, research is normally it can be tricky sometimes, but then that's the fun part too. So, but before I move on, please confirm if you can hear me in the chat box. Just confirm if you can hear me. Yeah, please confirm if you can hear me. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll be starting soon and I'll be sharing my screen to display the results. But before that, I think I would also speak on what we observed generally during the course of your presentation. So let me try to share my screen now. Okay, yeah. So moving on, one of the things that uh, I personally observed during the research process is that, okay, first of all, I would like to commend everyone that presented, the group leaders, and even the group members that contributed to the research. Like it's good, and that's one of the reasons we are doing this is for you to have a feel of what it is when you are working with brands, the things that you have to do first, which is the research, like you have done, and sometimes the presentation that you have to make them see the problems and some loopholes that you feel like they can plug and how they can plug it. So well done on that. And then another thing I observed is the presentation, yeah, the presentation itself. I think the slides. So one thing about me is that, or even generally, it's not about how beautiful some slide the slide is. Of course, it adds to it too, but it's just about how simple and how much it's able to convey the information you are trying to pass. And I'm glad that at least for most of you, the slides are simple enough to contain the messages and not too complex enough. So I'm glad that you got that part right. So and for eloquence, yeah, eloquence and the flow, yeah, I noticed that for some people, I think I would commend you on that. The flow was nice, like during the presentation there was no nerve, you didn't show any nerve, so calm, presented and all. And while for some there were a lot of filler words like stuff like that. So these things can turn people off. Yeah, it can turn people off, and you need to make sure that you work on your presentation skill, how you talk, especially in public. I know we might not be face to face, but this is like public. For example, this is being live streamed on YouTube. Do you know how many people are using YouTube daily? So you get the point now. So you need to work on how you present. So work on it, because you are going to be presenting to clients at some point in your career. So, and you need to have that confidence to convey your message, because at the end of the day, you are trying to solve a problem for them too. It's not like you are trying to maybe take their money and then run away. No, you are taking their money in exchange for value. So they are not doing you a favor, you are doing them a favor too. So you need to realize that all these problems that you are, unearthing, it's for the benefit of the brand, and then you are providing solutions too. So yeah, you need to work on your flow, your eloquence, make sure that you are confident enough to pass your message, and just use simple words. Some of the best presentations I had during this competition were the ones where the presenter was just using simple words to pass the information very well. So there's no need to use big grammar and all. So yeah, those are some of the things I noticed. When Zen comes online, I'm sure you'll have some things to cover too. So but let me share my screen now. So we'll go to the results proper. So, but before I do that, please confirm once again if you can hear me in the chat box. Confirm once again if you can hear me. Okay, yeah. Thank you for confirming you can hear me. So I'll go ahead and just share my screen now so we can get done with the result sharing. And also, I would like you to confirm if you can see my screen. Confirm if you can my screen. Confirm if you can see my screen. Okay, okay, good, good, good. So the task was for you to identify five problem or issues the company's audience are facing, analyze the issues. After analyzing, think of a solution, that is what you think the company can do better. So put it on a slide, which you have done, come live and present to compete with other groups, which you have done. So group one versus group three, they talk on blue host, group four versus group five, cheaper cash app, group two versus group seven, P1 group, group 10 versus group six, Med Plus, and then group nine versus group eight, Temo. So we had the last one yesterday, and we're going to be talking about the results. We also recommended some tools for you to use, and yeah, I want to assume you used some of them. Of course, we asked some questions about your resources and all too. So, but these are just stuff to, like, gear you up. So, yeah, I've talked about this before. Two groups compete daily. Each group had 20 minutes, and the things that we looked at during the presentation of the results. Research, yeah, how thorough is your research? So, like I mentioned, even before you began uh, the project, I said there's no way you would do your research and we will know that you did it, because most of these things are online, and even from your presentation, it will show how thorough your research is and how deep you went, and then the quality to how authentic. Yeah, everything is verifiable, and that's why we asked some of you, like, okay, what are some of the sources that you used? So you want to know that we knew how thorough your research was, and we your presentation. So, of course, the presentation too, how smooth was it? I already mentioned eloquence the other time. So, it's one of the things that I want to train you on: eloquence, your confidence, how smooth was the presentation, and of course, even your slides too. Yeah, like me, I factored in the slide too. How simple was it? How pleasing to the eyes was it? So, and it's not just about complexity now. It's not just about making it complex and fancy. It's about how simple was it? How was it able to pass the information you are trying to pass? So, so now onto the results for the first group completed. Drum roll, please. Result for group one versus group three, Blue Host, which were the first group that presented in this competition. So we had two judges, of course, Zain and me. So we judged you guys, and then we collected the results and looked for the average. So we are going to be announcing the results for group one and group three too. So group one and group three members, if you are on the live, just drop some emoji in the chat box, or just type your group. If you're in group one, type group one. If you're in group three, type group three. So I will know if you are on the call. So group one members, anyone on the live? Group three members, anyone? Before we are now, someone said group three. Okay, I guess that's the three member group one. Okay, we have a group one member in the house. Any other group one and group three member? Okay, we have another group three member in the house. Group one, we have another group one member in the house. Nice. Okay, I guess we should move on now, since we have seen two group one member and now three group three members. So now on to the results. So for Judge One, for Group One, Judge One gave you 11 over 30 because we looked at three things. Like I said, we looked at the research, the quality, and the presentation. So everything was over 10. So Group One got 11 from the first judge, and Group Two got 20 from the first judge. So from the second judge, Group One got 20, and then Group Three got 28. So what does that leave us? It means Group One in total, or on average, got 17.5%, and final result for Group Three was 24 over 30. So Group Three wins that round. So Group Three was the winner of the Blue Host presentation. So you can type congratulations in the chat box. So if you are Group Three members, yeah, you won your round for the presentation of Blue Host. So Group Three won that with 24 for 30, while Group One fell short with 17.5. So now on to the next one, which is Cheaper Cash App. So this is Group 4 and Group 5. So once again, we had two judges judging for Group 4 and Group 5. So for the first judge, Group 4 got 23, and Group 5 got 29. Before I continue, let me know if there are any Group 4 and Group 5 members in the live chat. If you're in Group 4, type Group 4. If you're in Group 5, type Group 5. Yeah, any Group 4 member in the house, any Group 5 member in the house. Group 5, okay. Yeah, I've seen one Group 5 member. Any Group 4 member, okay, I think I've seen one Group 4 too. I've seen another Group 5. I've seen another Group 4. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's continue. So Group 4 had 23 from the first judge, and Group 5 had 29 from the first judge. For the second judge, Group 4 had 22, while Group 5 had 29. So in total, 4 had an average of 22 at 30, while Group 5 won that round with 29 over 30. So Group 5 members, congratulations. Yeah, you can type congratulations in the live chat. Well done, well done, well done. So Group 5 ran away with that with 29.30, while Group 4 fell short with 22.5 over 30. So Group 4 wins that for cheaper cash presentation. Congratulations, congratulations. So on to the next one, which is the P1 group. So between Group 2 and Group 7. So any Group 2 or Group 7 members in the live chats, if you're in Group 2, type Group 2 in the live chat. If you're in Group 7, type Group 7. Let's know if you are available. Just for love my boy. Then I had to leave early, so I had to do this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see Group 2. I can see Group 7. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well done, well done, well done. Group 2. Yeah, now let's go to the result proper. So Group 2, the first judge said Group 2 presentation had a total of 21 over 30, while Group 7 had 24 over 30. That was from the first judge. gave to 29 over 30, while group 7 got 25 over 30. Looks like the two judges didn't agree on that. So group judge one said group 7 wins it, while judge two said group 2 wins it. So what's the total? Group 2 scored 25 over 30 in total, while Group 7 scored 24.5 over 30. That was very, very close. And I think that was like the tightest we had throughout the presentation. So Group 2 member, congratulations, you can it in the chat, in the live chat. Group 2 narrowed that round with 0.5 score better than Group 7. So Group 2 ended with 25 over 30, while Group 7 ended with 24.5. Group 2 members are in the live chat. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations, congratulations. Well done. Now on to the next one, Med Plus, Group 6 versus Group 10. Group 6 or Group 10 members, are you in the live chat? Let me see. Let me see if you're in the chat. If you're in Group 6, type Group 6. If you're in Group 10, type Group 10. Group 6, okay, I've seen one Group 6 member. Oh, Group 6, Group 6, Group 6, Group 6, Group 6. Wow, there are a lot of Group 6 members here. Group 6, wow, okay. Group 6 members came in hot. What about Group 10? Are there no Group 10 members on the call? What's going on? Group 6, wow. I've only been seeing Group 6 members. Group 10, okay, finally, we've seen one Group 10 member. It's been Group 6 members so far and one Group 10 member. Okay, let's go to in the call. So for Group 6 and Group 10, the judge said Group 6 got 22 over 30, while Group 10 got 18 over 30. Group 6 got 22 over 30, while Group 10 got 18 over 30 from the first judge. And from the second judge, Group, it was a tie for Judge 2. Group 6 got 27 over 30, while Group 10 got 27 over 32. So the tie for the second judge. Now, what's the total? So Group 6 got 24.5 over 30, while Group 10 got 22 over 30. So for Med Plus round, Group 6 won it. Congratulations, Group 6 members. Congratulations, congratulations. Energy. I love the energy. I love the energy I'm seeing in the chat box. Group 6 members, congratulations. They won that round. And to the final round, Group 8 versus Group 9, which was the one we had yesterday. Any Group 8 member in the house, any Group 9 member in the house, type it in the chat box. Let's see. Group 8, type Group 8. Group 9, type Group 9. Let's see. Before I continue, let me know if there are any Group 8 members in the house or Group 9 member. Anyone? Group 9, okay. Group 8, okay. Group 9, okay. Good. Group 8, good. Group 8, good. Okay, I love the energy. I'm loving the energy in the chat box. Group 8, good. Now let's go to announcing the results. So for group 8, George 1 said you got 17 over 30, while George 2 said you got 21 over 30. Group 8, 17 over 30 for the first judge, and group 9, 21 over 30 for the first judge. And for the second judge, group 8, 22 over 30, while for group 9, 22 over 30. That was a tie again for the second judge. So on average, group 8 got 19.5 over 30, while group 9 got 21.5 over 30. Group 9 won that round. Congratulations, Group 9. Let's see uh, you in the chat box. Any Group 9 members, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Congratulations, Group 9. Congratulations, congratulations. Group 9, okay, yeah. I can see some group 9 member. Congratulations to us. Yeah, congratulations, congratulations. So, and that's the end of the results. So, well done to all the groups. Well done to all the groups. You guys did well. And so we also ranked the results. Of course, we know you are presented for different brands, but based on the score that each group got, so we decided to do the ranking too. So group 5 came first with 29 points. Group 5 is the overall winner of the competition with 29 points. And then group 2 with 24.5 points. And then group 7 came fourth with 24.5. Okay, that's a tie for group 6 and group 7, 24.5 points each. Group 3 came fifth with 24 points. Group 4 came sixth with 22.5 points. Group 10, sixth, 22.5 points. Okay, that's a tie too between group 4 and group 10. Group 9, 21.5 points. Group 8, 19.5 points, while Group 1, 17.5 points. So that's the final result of the competition. So Group 5 member, congratulations. Any Group 5 member in the house, let's see you in the chat box. Any Group 5 member? The top 3 are Group 5, Group 2, and Group 6. Any Group 5, Group 2, or Group 6 member? There's no Group 5 member on the call. Group 5, okay, good. Group 6, good, good, good. Okay, yeah, good, 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 good. Group 5, good. Group 2, good, 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 good. Okay, so now, next thing. Result has been announced. So what's next? What's next for you? So the project for this level is not done. Like we have mentioned in the brief that we sent before, there's thing for you to do before before we do your tests for the next level. So what is it? Now it's called reaching the audience. We want you to reach the audience. So what's the task? Research issue, which we have done. So for each group, we told you to research issue, and you have researched the issues that you found out. Now write content based off the research that you did. That research that you did, we want you to write content based off of it. We have already, taught you how to write social media content. So now write and design for 5 posts. So post on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. When we were talking about social media copywriting, I told you about each social media platform. Facebook have a lot of platforms there, picture and text. For Twitter, it is majorly text, even though pictures can work on it too. So for LinkedIn, it's text and image. So one person at a time in a group would post daily. So and what we decided on is that only 5 people in the group will post. So for example, for group one, 5 different people will post on 5 different days daily on all these platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So what we want you to do is to post the same content on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, but adapt it to that particular platform. For example, if you are writing on Facebook, it should be different from the way you are writing on Twitter. On Twitter, it's mostly text, and there's a flow, and there's how you write on Twitter. So for LinkedIn too, it's the same. So post on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So one person at a time in each group, and we want just 5 people in each group to post on each day. So other people should comment and react. So once one person in a group posts on those social media, send the link to your group members and let them comment, react, and leave their thoughts under the post. It's very, very important. Before I continue, let me confirm if you can hear me. Before I continue, let me confirm if you can hear me. Type it in the chat box if you can hear me properly. This is your next project, so it is very, very important that you get the idea right so you don't do the wrong thing. Yes, yes. Okay, I can see some uses. So I'll go on, I'll recap so you get the idea. Once again, research issue, which you have already done. Of course, you can do more. Then write content based off the research. So write content. So write and design for 5 posts. So for each post, each group, 5 different group members would post. For example, let me use a group as an example. Group one, whatever you presented on, research on it, which we have already done. If you want to do more research, fine. So write content based off the research. So write and design 5 posts. I don't know how you're going to do that among yourselves, but write and design for 5 posts on the brand that you were given. Post on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Once again, post on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn about maybe the issue that you found out and the solution we are profiling. Once again, it's not enough for you to just talk about the issue. It's about, okay, what do you think you can do about it? So we are going to look at how you are going to navigate that. So one person in each group. So we do can design for 5 posts. So for each day, for the one person in a group will post on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. For the next day, another group will post for 5 people that, and we got that right. So okay, someone asked one question. What about of us that were able to open an account? First of all, why weren't able to open a LinkedIn account? What the problem that you have? You can talk about in the group later. So and If you're not able to open a login account, I'm sure all group members will be able to open them on their own account. So moving on, if you still want to go ahead and open yours, whatever problem you have, just come to the group and let us know so we can help you resolve it. So that is that for the task. So important information, the posting starts tomorrow. Yes, it starts tomorrow. The posting starts tomorrow. So we are going to monitor everything. Okay, let me go to the next slide. So what are we looking for? Research, how good? Yes, once again, we are looking at how good your research is. Then the design, how attractive. Yeah, you can design maybe an infographic that the problem that you found out and the solution, or maybe a quote. Just be creative about it. We are giving you the whatever you want to create. So we are looking at the research, how good it is, the design, how attractive it is. And once again, attractive is not just about being fancy. It's also about how simple it is, how coherent is it, how was it able to pass your information, how clear is it. Then engagement, how many? Yes. One of the ways to know that your post is good is how engaging it is. Like, oh, is it able to attract people to engage? Is it how well were you able to pass your idea? So we want to look at that. So beyond even your group members, we want to see how well your post can attract people. So those are the three things we are looking at: your research, your design, and your engagement. So that is all for now. Now I'll be taking question. I'll be taking question. If you have any question now, you can ask it before we end the call, so you can go and prepare for your project, because posting starts tomorrow. Yeah, it starts tomorrow. So drop your question in the live chat so I can take them now. Okay, yeah, Olubumi Adetono Balogun. Okay, thank you for typing it out. Create content based off your research and repurpose for Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. 5% per group. 1% posts across each of the three platforms daily until the fifth designated group member. Yes, perfect, perfect. You got it. So, any question? Any question before we end the call? We want to quickly end the call so you can go and prepare for your second task, which are tomorrow. Any question? Let me know. The call will end very, very soon. So if you have any question whatsoever, let us know. Is it possible to get corrections for each presentation? My team would really love where to improve. Is it possible to get corrections for each presentation? If you can send it, if you can send it in tonight, but whichever group wants correction on their presentation, I'm willing to personally check, or if there's any maybe slide or anything at all that you want us to check. Okay, I think I can maybe take off time to just check the slide and see what you can correct in the presentation. So yeah, I'll check. Also, please remind me, maybe immediately after the call, or tonight, or tomorrow morning, anytime. Remind me so I can quickly check. So whichever group is wants their presentation checked, you can just maybe send it on the group and then I'll check. So any other question apart from that before we end the call? Any other question? Is each group member to create a post on each day? And is it that each group member posts on one problem each? I think that depends on the group. That depends on how the group members want to do it. Because the question says, is each group member to create a post on each day? You can collab instead of each group member creating the post, or each group member, yeah, doing it on their own. You can collaborate as a group and maybe designate some people to, create it and check which one is best so that you will know how to which best one to post and all. So also you said, and is it each group member post on one problem each? I don't know how you want to do that. If you can decide to talk on each problems per day and the solutions that you are preferring, or you can decide to maybe go another route. But the idea is just for you to talk about the problems that you have preferred, and then the solution that you have to the problems too. So you can decide to talk about all the five problems in one post and then talk about the solution. So for each day, or you can decide to take one problem for each day till it reaches the fifth member. So it all depends on the group member. Whatever approach is fine. And also, is each group member to create a post on each day? Okay, I think I've answered that. Each group member, yeah, how you want to, but the five members want to use, you are the one that will decide how they will create the group. Are you creating it together or you are designating someone? But the idea is just for us to see how you are able to communicate your idea through social media. So the next question says, are the five group members posting daily, and is it the same content we post daily? No. I've repeatedly said it that there will be like create five different posts. You are writing and designing for five different posts, so it's not possible for you to uh, write and design the same stuff five times. So it's obviously five different posts. So it is now the five different posts that each member is posting daily. I hope you get me now. So the five group members, they are not posting the same content. One member will post a content today, another member will post another content tomorrow, then the third one will post another content another day till it reaches the fifth member. I hope you are getting the point now. So the five group members are not, you are not posting daily. It's not all the five that are posting at once daily. No, one group member is posting per day. I hope you get the point. So is there any other question? Any other question? Okay, I've not seen any question. That is, a member will post three contents to three different platforms per day. Yes, yes. One member will post three contents to three different platforms per day. Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Any other question before we end the call? It's almost 6 p.m. Okay, okay. So since there's no question, I want to assume everyone has gotten the message. So confirm in the chat box if you have gotten the message so that we can end the call. Confirm in the chat box if you understand everything so we can end the call. Can anyone hear me? Okay, message understood. Okay, so that's the end of uh this level, and I wish you all the best with your project, and I will be looking forward to your content and all. So if you have any further questions, you can always ask. You can always ask on the group. So just let us know on time and let's work together to solve the issue. So yeah, that's all for now. Good luck and have a good night.